Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Raised by Narcissists. In today's episode, I got a warning at the nursing home I work at for reminding a colleague that some parents don't deserve a relationship with their adult children. Dad admitted he slipped me foods I'm deathly allergic to. Gonna see the therapist tomorrow and tell her goodbye. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. I got a warning at the nursing home I work at for reminding a colleague that some parents don't deserve a relationship with their adult children. I constantly hear judgment from my colleagues about the adult children who don't visit their parents. I've bitten my tongue so far, but recently, I had to step in when a colleague actually confronted a resident's adult child about it. We have a resident who has 5 kids, 2 of whom have never visited. The other 3 have only visited once each to deal with some legal documents and manage family affairs, and were all strictly business while they were there. Recently, one of her children made an appointment to visit in order to drop off some photos she had asked her for, and when she arrived, she decided to ask us to deliver the photos rather than visit face to face, citing COVID concerns, even though we do allow visits. My colleague decided to guilt trip her about her poor lonely mother, who has been looking forward to the visit all week. I had to intervene and apologize to the poor woman, and I told my colleague that if all 5 of someone's kids are apprehensive about seeing them, it says more about them than it does about their kids. I got a warning, but I think it was worth it. Update: the woman emailed to complain about my colleague and thanked me for stepping in, so I received an apology, and my colleague has been warned not to make judgmental comments in front of residents or family. Dad admitted he slipped me foods I'm deathly allergic to. I'm still reeling over this and can't wrap my mind around it. I was cooking at my dad's place and grabbed an ingredient, but saw it was a different brand than I usually use. I have life-threatening food allergies, so I automatically check everything. It had a warning for a food I can't chance eating, so I did my usual okay, so what can I replace this with? I started looking around in his cabinets, and he asked me why I suddenly shifted gears. I told him, and he looked confused. He said that I could, in fact, use that ingredient because I wasn't that allergic to ______. I chuckled, thinking he was joking. I had just had a very comprehensive allergy test done to check if any new allergies had popped up since I was a kid. I knew I was still very allergic because it came up on the blood tests. He shrugged and said I'd be okay if it was just a little bit of ____ in the ingredient and that it wouldn't hurt me. Since he was so adamant, I finally asked him how he was so sure. And he looked me straight in the eyes with a straight face and told me he used to slip me little bits this item, along with others he named that I'm intensely allergic to, throughout my childhood. Guys, I can't tell you how often I felt sick after eating growing up. Stomach pain, mouth swelling, rashes, fainting spells, wheezing, feeling like I couldn't breathe, and I was also never taken to the hospital for any of it because I was making it up, or your anxiety is making you feel sick. They'd give me a Benadryl and send me to bed. He could have killed me. And he just told me. Flatly. How am I supposed to process this? How did he not hear how kid that was? I'm assuming he thought he could slowly expose me and get me to get over my allergies, but what kind of psychopath do you have to be to do that in secret, with no medical training, with a kid who had nearly died of exposure to that exact food? I grew up never feeling safe and developed hypervigilance because I thought my parents might hurt me. Glad to know little me knew what was up somehow. Gonna see the therapist tomorrow and tell her goodbye. I posted about 3 weeks about my last session with therapist, which went badly. In summary, she was guilt-tripping me about letting my mom see my kids because she doesn't get to see her grandkids. I'm seeing her again tomorrow, to break up with her, so to speak. I've been feeling sick about it because it feels like I'll be facing my own mother face on. But I think this will be good for me to do, to have my voice and stand up for myself. Towards someone who has crossed boundaries. It's scary though. Has anyone else told their therapist or someone similar that they no longer want to see them to their face? I only know of people ghosting, not actually confronting. Would like to hear other people's stories before I go see her. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.